If you need a ramp for your shed, or if you're just curious on how to build one, I recommend that you watch this episode of the Modern Shed series. Start by measuring the door's rough opening, and once you get that, cut a header board. Then we're going to measure how long we want our ramp to be, and then you're going to cut a bunch of 2x4s, pressure treated is best, and then determine the angle with a bunch of test cuts. I found that a 12-degree angle was going to be best for my shed ramp slope, and then I cut a bunch of shed ramp joists. Then I matched that same angle on the other side of the joist, and then I used a circular saw to cut off that angle on all the joists. Then I assembled the frame together, positioned it in place, and then I excavated as needed to get it flush with the ground, and I put a little bit of stone down to keep the wood from being in direct contact with the soil, which is just going to cause it to rot prematurely. Now I used some leftover Trex board that I had from my deck, and I used that for the decking boards. I made sure it was going to be flush with the actual shed, and then I used these Trex screws to secure all of the shed ramp deck boards in place. Repeat this process for all boards, backfill around the ramp, and here's a look at the final result. And if you want to learn how to build this shed, I have a free framing guide in my video description, and subscribe.